Imagine standing on the wide grasslands of ancient South America when the ground suddenly begins to tremble. At first, you might think a small car is rolling toward you. But as it gets closer, you realize it's something far more incredible. A living fortress covered in solid armor. Meet Glyptodon, one of the largest armored mammals ever to exist. Although many people mistake it for a dinosaur, it was actually a distant relative of today's armadillos. It lived during the Pleistocene epoch, from about 2.6 million years ago until roughly 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, meaning early humans actually shared the landscape with this remarkable giant. Measuring nearly 10 feet, or 3 meters long, and weighing close to 2 metric tons, Glyptodon was about as heavy as a modern rhinoceros. Instead of relying on speed, it depended on an enormous dome-shaped shell made from thousands of tightly connected bony plates that protected almost its entire body. But this incredible armor wasn't the only thing that made Glyptodon extraordinary. Its discovery also became linked to one of the greatest scientific breakthroughs in history through the famous naturalist Charles Darwin. And that's only the beginning. Wait until you see how this prehistoric giant survived in a world filled with deadly Ice Age predators. At first glance, Glyptodon looks almost indestructible. But here's what makes it truly fascinating. Unlike modern armadillos, it couldn't curl into a ball for protection. Its shell was a single, rigid dome made from more than 1,000 bony plates called osteoderms, permanently fused together like a natural suit of armor. That meant predators couldn't simply bite through it. Instead, Glyptodon stood its ground, relying on its sheer size and powerful defenses to survive. It wasn't alone either. It belonged to a remarkable family of giant armored mammals called Glyptodonts. One of its most impressive relatives was Doedicurus, whose heavy tail ended in a massive spiked club. Scientists believe males may have swung these tails during battles for mates or territory, delivering devastating blows. Around 3 million years ago, the formation of the Isthmus of Panama connected North and South America in an event known as the Great American Biotic Interchange. This allowed some Glyptodonts to expand into Central America and parts of southern North America. They entered a world already filled with mammoths, giant ground sloths, saber-toothed cats, and dire wolves. Yet even in that dangerous landscape, these armored giants managed to survive for thousands of years. But their greatest challenge was still waiting just ahead. Then came a moment that changed everything. By the end of the Ice Age, humans had spread across much of the Americas, and Glyptodon was no longer the only intelligent survivor on the landscape. Fossil sites in South America have uncovered Glyptodon remains found alongside stone tools, showing that people and these armored giants lived at the same time. Scientists continue to study exactly how often humans hunted them, but many believe hunters targeted the softer areas around the neck, legs, or underside instead of attacking the nearly impenetrable shell. Glyptodon itself was a peaceful herbivore, spending much of its day grazing on grasses and other low-growing plants. Its continuously growing teeth helped replace the constant wear caused by tough, gritty vegetation. But here's the mystery. Around 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, Glyptodon disappeared forever. Was it climate change as the Ice Age ended? Was it increasing pressure from human hunters? Or was it a combination of both? The same extinction wave also claimed mammoths, American mastodons, giant ground sloths, and saber-toothed cats. One by one, these incredible giants vanished from the earth. Yet scientists were about to make an astonishing discovery that would completely reshape Glyptodon's family history. The final surprise came thousands of years after Glyptodon disappeared. For generations, scientists debated where this incredible animal belonged on the tree of life. Was it only a distant cousin of modern armadillos, or something entirely different? In 2016, researchers analyzed ancient mitochondrial DNA preserved in Glyptodon fossils and uncovered the answer. The results showed that Glyptodon was not just a distant relative, it was a highly specialized member of the armadillo family, descended from the same evolutionary lineage that still survives today. Even more remarkable, Glyptodon fossils collected by Charles Darwin during the voyage of the HMS Beagle in the 1830s helped inspire questions that later contributed to his theory of evolution by natural selection. This giant armored mammal became more than an Ice Age survivor. It became part of one of the greatest scientific stories ever told. So the next time you see a small armadillo crossing a road, remember that its ancient relatives once weighed nearly 2 tons and walked the Americas like living tanks. Their fossils remind us that Earth's past was filled with extraordinary creatures, and each new discovery reveals another chapter in the incredible story of life. If you enjoyed this journey into prehistory, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us which prehistoric giant you'd like to explore next.